Look out, Ray about some Nazi, but all that tough shit, boy, I know you need to stop it. And I ain't talking surfing when I see you getting wiped out. All of my business, hope it came in a suitcase. All that tough talk on the internet. Now you gotta go find me on Facebook.
How do you deal with loved ones, you know what I'm saying, family members, you know, people of that nature, you know, mama, grandmama them, you know what I'm saying, daddy, uncle them, you know what I'm saying, like, what do you say about parents and loved ones that, who ain't in agreement with what and how you live and you know all this shit?
I think it really just depends on how you carry yourself as an individual, you know what I'm saying, as a man or a woman, whatever you are.
Right.
I mean, if you out here on some reckless shit, of course they gonna have probably not so welcoming stuff to say. You know what I mean? If you carrying yourself just reckless. But I mean, if you carrying yourself as a outstanding person, you know what I mean, that stand on morals and values and stand on something, I don't really see, like, if they love you, they love you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come with accepting you as a person. You know what I mean?
You know, this shit ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's not. A lot of motherfuckers raised up with, you know, they got shit going on, they family and shit, well, they got goddamn mothers and the father. They got goddamn, they spoiled and all type of shit. It ain't for you. But you know, you got niggas like me though. I had to raise my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Right. I had to raise them. I had to raise them. And I'm out here with it though. I'm out here with it like a motherfucker. And everybody who's watching this, they know me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here with my brothers and sisters. I'm raising them. Jump out of school, all type of shit going. I ain't want to. Right. Nigga, I little bit. Hey, I want to be an architect. I want to be an architect, though. You? Yeah. Real nigga shit. I want to be an architect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can still draw to this day. But at the same time, though, you know, this shit be different, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you got motherfuckers out here, goddamn, they pushing for shit. They pushing on everything. You know what I'm saying? They pushing good. They pushing. They smashing buttermilk, they smashing all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit just be crazy as hell, but you know, you gotta goddamn, you gotta be out here for that shit though. I wish a motherfucker would play with any one of my ass. So I had to be that guy. I had to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I had to be him. I had to be him. Because if I wasn't him, who was gonna be him?
Only thing I can tell the parents is just try to keep an eye on your kids, pay attention to their bedroom, things they may have in their bedroom, certain colors they may wear, because if you don't pay attention to something like that, you'll never know your child in the gang. It's easy because now you just think about, let's just take Crips for example. Just because you're a Crip don't mean you're gonna wear blue. Now you can wear different color stuff now. So, you know, if you're a parent and someone say, your child a Crip. Well, if you don't, you know, if you going by the old school rules that Crips only wear blue, that's what you're looking for, you're going to be thrown off because Crips wear all different color now. So it's hard as a parent, it's hard if you ain't got nobody in your ear putting you up on game, it's hard to catch it. But, you know, you just have to pay attention to your child. I don't understand how a lot of parents don't go in their kids' room, don't pay attention to what their kids may have in their book bag or that type of shit. So I mean, as parents, you just gotta be your job. You gotta parent. You can't be your kids' friends. You gotta parent.
All right, now let me play devil advocate.
Okay.
For somebody who, you know, standing on business, even back then as a shorty, you know what I'm saying? You know, fuck what my mama say or daddy say, like what, give me that. Now, you know what I'm saying, give me some, you know, input on a child that's, you know, in that.
Well, you saying if a child was like just fuck what my parents saying? Yeah. Well shit, see, we couldn't say that back in the day.
But you like in hindsight, ain't that what you gotta do? Regardless if this the decision you making, don't you gotta say fuck?
Well, that's what
say, not literally say
right, but you saying in your mind.
Yeah, you know.
That's what these kids saying now. Because why? They don't fear their parents. Never when I'm coming up, no matter how hard I thought I was or who ass I was whooping, never did I even say in my mind, fuck my mama, fuck my daddy.
We ain't gonna tell mom
right,
that,
right, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But our actions gonna be like, look, man,
right.
I know, you know.
But even then, I moved to the point where my parents didn't know. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't want them to know. Because shit, my parents gonna stand on biz. My mama gonna stand on biz more than my daddy did. And you know what I'm saying? My daddy gonna fuck me up if he would have known X, Y, Z. So my thing was, I feared my parents coming up because my parents stood on business.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So therefore, I couldn't even say shit. I remember one time I was in the 7th grade. I'm running with the homie T. Lou from Washington Hills, and I'm in the street. I pretty much, I'm trying to buck. My mama tell me don't leave the house. Man, I'm leaving the house. I wasn't on that disrespect in my mind saying fuck what mama say, but I'm just saying, man, I'm finna go in anyway. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my daddy stayed about 3-4 minutes away. Shit, all I know, she had to call me. Man, I seen that white Grand Prix coming around that curve. I done got from Washington Hill on Rosemary, Holiday Hills. Man, my dad done grabbed my ass, threw me in the car, and asked T. Lou, you got something to say? I throw you in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So you had parents that stood on business. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't buck your parents. Nowadays, these kids buck their parents on the smallest shit because these parents want to be their kids' friend. They don't want. They not doing what they supposed to do. They supposed to be a parent. They want to be their kids' friend and don't want to hurt their feelings. Man, when I came up, my parents didn't give a damn about hurting your feelings. They was mama and daddy, and they gonna stand on being mama and daddy. So these kids now, that's why I don't want to sound like don't have no feelings, because I lost a child to the street. But shit, these parents, once they child, they know what the fuck they child doing. Right. Then they want
at a certain point,
then they want to get them. Like now, these parents know. I went through a situation. I had a
What can a parent do once the child bucking like that though?
Man, you got to stand on business, and I guarantee you,
because a parent don't want to put their child in jail, call the police. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I would. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
That's because you trying to be your child. You trying to be your child friend.
No.
If your child living up under your roof,
right,
your child gonna do what the fuck you say, or they got to get the fuck out.
Right.
Ain't no if and
but I don't want to see him in jail though. Or I don't want to see him. You know what I'm saying? In a fucked up position, because they in a better position.
They need to see a fucked up position so they can do right. See, these kids don't see a fucked up position. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. The parents like, oh, I don't want to see them like this.
Is it an alternative than telling the authorities? Like, is it an alternative?
Yeah, beat they motherfucking ass.
Yeah. Right.
But these parents ain't beating their kids' ass.
So far as like a family member or a friend or sibling or, you know what I'm saying, anybody, a loved one, anybody that, you know, just ain't totally walking with what you walking with, you just, you know, just block that shit out and just continue to do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like you got to. It's a lot of people don't realize, like, no matter who you is, what you is, it's somebody that look up to you. Like, it's somebody, no matter if it could be somebody older than you, you know what I'm saying? But you being you, somebody look up to that type shit. So it's like, everything you do, you gotta set an example for everything, no matter what it is. Like, you gotta set an example. It could be a bad example, it could be a good example. You feel me? But most people I be around, it's good examples, you know what I'm saying? It's real, I ain't gonna say it's good examples, but it's real examples. You feel me? So it's like a lot of everything, you feel me? If you're around a whole lot of real niggas and shit like that, like examples is set, and it's like, okay, you gonna respect it or you ain't, you feel me? You gonna do what you do, but at the same time, that example should show you like, alright, is this what I want to do, or is this what I want to do? You feel me? Right. Because at the end of the day, you got somebody that always look up to you, no matter what it is. It's always somebody that look up to you. So
that's fair.
Then going on with the parent shit.
You know, your mama love your daddy, your grandmama, auntie, them. You know, they don't want you to do this shit.
Yeah.
You still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just feel like being who you is, though, you know. You ain't gonna think about too much about what they thinking or what they saying wrong, or too much about what they got to say about you. If you actually waking up and listen,
right?
What you do. Yeah. So most of the times you're not gonna hear their point of view of what they saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it may be good for you, or they may not just be more what they're talking about. But at the same time, you gotta wake up every day. You gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? They got their life to live. Everybody got their own life to live. So you wake up and you live your life. So you wake up and your life is to do this and do this and do that and do that. You feel me? They ain't out there with you, so you can't really just
For real.
okay. I'm
Key in
what
on
I'm saying. Or,
Yeah.
They don't know.
Just be yourself, goddamn. Just be
They
yourself.
don't know what they hear, what's going on.
Yeah.
They learned off of where they came from.
Hey, get what though?
Everything.
We learn from them.
Yeah.
They learn from them. They learn from them.
Now that shit
They
goes,
learn from them.
It goes just
You
like
know what I'm
that.
saying? So the
Yeah.
fuck, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Has it ever been a zero tolerance moment? You know, you growing up, or just anybody you know, or just a situation. You know what I'm saying? It don't even gotta be you, or you know what I'm talking about. Just a situation where, like, you know, maybe somebody got, you know, put out the house, or you know what I'm saying, you know, a parent or a guardian wasn't putting up with that, and they had to, you know what I'm saying, like, do that happen? When
I mean,
people involved?
I'm pretty sure it do happen, but I never had it happen to me. But I'm pretty sure, hell yeah, it do happen. I mean, as far as coming from like any city struggle or anything like that, but I never personally had it to me. Cause like I said, I always knew how to carry myself. So a lot of stuff like that, anything negative, I really never went through it just by understanding what the values and morals and ideology I believe. Cause what I am, it coincides with being
Right.
a family.
Right.
Family-based individual and having family ties and stuff. So I never really had no negative experiences with family and none of that.
How much does your environment affect how you influence? You know, somebody might not, you know, be, let's say, going that direction, but you know, this homie, that homie, they cross the street, next door neighbor, people you go to school with, you know what I'm talking about? How much does your environment influence you, you know what I'm saying, to join a gang or organization?
Oh, they got a lot to do with it. I say shit, probably about 90%, probably more than that, but it's high as hell, whatever it is. Yeah, that's major, bro. But that can be good and bad though, cause some people don't do their own research to see what they're getting into.
Right.
So they'll get into something, and what it come with don't coincide with them as a person. So they get them in certain situations that they not, like I say, it just don't fit their morals as a person.
Right.
So
like somebody that probably, you know, played ball, but you know they let probably the street or, you know, certain influence get in the way of them playing ball. This is just an example, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure. That definitely happened though. But I want, man, it's, in the streets that happen a lot, bro. I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie, but like I say, it's up to you to know what you're getting yourself into.
My thing, man, I'm 51 years old. I ain't get that many ass whooping from my dad, but I guarantee you, every one I got, I remember still to this day because he stood on business.
Yeah.
And when my dad literally put these on me, when I ain't never swing at my dad, I just thought I was bad, poke my chest out, like I ain't finna do what he's saying at this point.
Yeah.
All I remember, my sister, brother. I'm like, huh? You okay? Like on Friday. You just got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
My daddy put them hands on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that all shit. I thought I was bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He told me a couple of days later, hey, I'm sorry what I had to do for you, but I don't play that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't no man. When you get a man, you get your own house. You get your own shit, your own apartment, your own townhouse, whatever, and then you do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though my dad and mama was divorced at this point, my dad was still a band to his kids he had by my mama, which was me and my sister. So therefore, I respect my daddy to this day because even though he was married and had a house and had 3 other kids, my 2 brothers and my sister, that didn't stop him from being a father to me. You see what I'm saying? So my dad stood on business, even though he had his own house, his own other life. I was still a priority because I was his son, and he refused to let me do dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, parents can stand on business.
Yeah, they can.
These fathers just ain't stand on business with their sons this day and time.
Yeah. I can agree with you when you say, you know, mamas stand on business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can visually see it. Far as dads go, it just depend on the dad. You know, I know for sure the ones that I know that I fuck with in their child life, they ain't going for that. But you know, it's the ones that ain't, you know what I'm talking about, they ain't here and there or just, you know, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm talking about.
They just don't want to be a father. They want to get out here and get this money and fuck all the old, but they pay attention to the old while you ain't paying attention to your kids.
That's fact. Was it ever whether it's you, somebody you know, somebody raised up or whatever, was it ever a moment in time where, you know, a parent shows zero tolerance?
Oh, when I came,
like you gave an example where your daddy, you know.
Yeah, when I came up,
you know what I'm saying?
The whole neighborhood parent could whoop your ass and then take you home, and your mom and daddy gonna whoop your ass again. So my whole neighborhood parent stood on business. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so
this is really a back in the day thing, and shit done changed now.
Right, because parents back then, your mom or daddy could whoop me for doing some stupid shit in the neighborhood. They can fire my ass up, ring my doorbell, and let my mama and daddy know if my mama thought it was so bad, she calling my dad, he coming over there to whoop my ass. And then my mama or daddy gonna tell whoever, your parent, hey, thank you for handling that. It ain't no, what you put your hand on my son, Joe, for? Ain't none of that. Now, shit, parents don't want you.
Community.
Yeah, they don't want you saying shit to their child.
Nothing to their child.
They child always right. They child ain't wrong. Yeah. And that's the problem. You don't want nobody to correct your child in the moment that your child doing something wrong. You know, so therefore, don't say nothing to my child. So the kids hear that shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The kids hear that. Just like I know with our relationship, I ain't gotta be nowhere around. If you caught my son Blue or my youngest son Hate doing something, you can jack them up and then come, hey big homie, I caught your boys over here. I ain't gonna question you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know you as a person. I know your character.
Right.
So therefore, I'm not mad at you. You did what you supposed to do, and I appreciate it. Parents now, they want to question you. Why you say something? Why you had to, what? And you wonder why a motherfucker putting a hole in your child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody putting up with that shit, cuz. Yeah. Ain't nobody putting up with people your age or my age. We not dealing with these young niggas. Because you know they shooting. So what somebody like us gonna waste our time fighting for? I'm gonna put a hole in your child and take my chance, go and spend my good money on two good lawyers. Hey, get me up out of this shit. Yeah, I killed the motherfucker, but I wasn't finna play with him. Yeah. He put me in a bad situation. You see what I'm saying? Because I call it this. I never let a nigga trick me off the street. And what I mean by tricking off the street, if I don't stand on business, you gonna kill me, I'm off the streets. Now my family and my kids who love me don't have me. Yeah. If I kill you, I'm in jail. So either way it go, I done got tricked off the streets. You see what I'm saying? So I don't put myself in certain situations just so I won't get myself tricked off the street. Cause I know I'm gonna kill you first and I ain't gonna think nothing about it. And I just let a jury decide if I'm guilty or not. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's different. These kids so disrespectful now. The shit is ridiculous.
That shit was zero tolerance. Maybe you had to, like, you know, go stay with your daddy, you go stay with somebody else, or I ain't tolerating this shit. You know, like how would that average day to day go, knowing that like you doing what you doing, but you know, mama or auntie or daddy, you know, whoever you staying with ain't feeling that. Yeah. Like how do that go the day to day?
Hey, look here. You know what's crazy, bud? That shit funny as hell because you know, I can't, you know, we from Cali, I'm from Cali.
Right.
My hoods, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? My mama and them, they down here, boom, I come down and live with my mama and them, right? You know what I mean? I don't dig it. I'm used to that shit out there, bud.
Yeah.
I'm used to that shit out there. We gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to that right there. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's crazy, homie? I get down here, homie, like, and I'm fucking with my mama and them and shit out of those type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit wasn't protocol. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't protocol with my mom and them. You know what I'm saying? So I was made to go live with my uncle now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my uncle was a pimp. So what the fuck you think I learned?
Just to bounce off that, how strong is, you know, your environment as far as, you know, the culture or, you know, just the you know, the lifestyle of somebody that's in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not be that guy.
Yeah.
But you around this shit.
Yeah.
How much do that, like, is it gang members that you can probably say or just, you know, maybe agree or disagree with that probably just got in it just because they was around?
Nigga. Nigga, that's 90%.
90%.
Yes. That's 90% right there. 90% of niggas getting in gangs, homie, for protection and what I got going on. I made it look good.
It's to look good, like it's the hype.
I made
Whenever somebody joining a gang or organization, you know, is it wrong for them to want to be the best they can be, big homie, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, should a nigga just come in and play his role?
Depending on your personality. Man, it's so many motherfuckers out here who want that they feel their ego, like they want to be big homies or they want to be the one in charge or responsible for everything, and that's what drive their motor.
Right.
You know what I mean? That influence a lot of their decisions and stuff. But if you come in just, you know what I mean, being humble, being you and stuff, it's way more safer that way. You know what I mean? Because you don't got to live up to certain other aspects that come with being in the street. You can just be you and just be in love, just like whatever concept or org or street or gang, whatever you want to call it, at its purest form. It ain't like tainted by nothing else.
Yeah, modified or just, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Is that right or wrong for like if let's say one of your homies want to get in the game, you know what I'm saying? Is it wrong for that man to want to be the best quote unquote, you know, street nigga or, you know what I'm saying, affiliated with it? Or should he just like, cause I like any other thing that you get into, that you involve yourself with, you know, you told or trained to be the best that you can be. You rap, be the best rapper you can be. You make beats, be the best producer you can be. So in a gang sense or organization sense, for anybody getting in it, should they be the best that they can be, or, you know what I'm talking about, try to, you know, rise in the ranks type shit?
Man, that's like I say, I ain't gonna lie, I'm street minded, but I'm one track minded because I'm what I am.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I can't. It's kind of hard for me to try to process other ideologies or other street gangs or like cultures. You know what I mean? Because I am what I am.
Yeah, right.
I see others doing it and stuff like that. No shade or nothing to somebody that's some other than what I am. But as far as what I am, just be you and it'll be recognized regardless. You know what I mean? You don't gotta work hard. You don't gotta. Cause a lot of what I am got to do with like analyzing a person for who he is. You see what I'm saying? I don't got to do with who the biggest, strongest, toughest in the streets or none of that. Like that's all smoke and mirrors type shit. Like, cause man, these individuals that's coming can, man, pick you from head to toe, dissect every little thing about you. This flaw, that. You know what I mean? So it's just best to be what you are, coming from this angle. You know what I mean?
How much does your environment affect how you're influenced? You know, when it comes to, you know, joining gangs, organizations, you know, just cause somebody live in a certain area, you might have raised your child or your little cousin or your little brother, you might have raised them right.
Right.
But we live in a certain environment.
Right.
So how much does that decent child or that decent parental guidance gets affected by the environment?
To me, it's to each individual. My environment never affected nothing I did. Everything I did because that's what I wanted to do. You know, I never was a follower. I was always a leader. Now, like, I could follow you over here. That don't mean I'm a follower. I'm going over here to see if I like what's over there.
Yeah.
Once I get over there,
then I decide.
then I decide if I'm gonna keep fucking with you over here. Oh no, this ain't me right here. I'm gonna go head on. So you know what I'm saying? So people gotta understand the difference between a follower and a leader. Yeah, I can follow you over here to this neighborhood and I get over here and see, oh, that ain't it for me. I'm gonna leave myself the fuck on. So you know what I'm saying? So nothing I ever did in life, no one led me to do it. When I started banging, I led my own self to do that. When I started hustling, getting money, I led my own self to do it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I learned from people who got fucked up before me. I learned from their mistakes. You didn't even have to be from my neighborhood. I learned from niggas from the south side. You hear, oh, how they get fucked up? Oh, they did this and that. So in my mind, hey, I know not to navigate like that. So you know what I'm saying? So I learned from other boss niggas and knew what to do and what not to do. So therefore, I made sure I led myself in the right direction. So I never been a follower. I could watch what somebody do and learn and add to how I do what I do. But no, you never could lead me to do what you was doing.
But we done I done lost all the niggas on my. Hey, I got all the niggas on my body, dude. Ankles, knees, nigga elbows and shit. Boom. Right. My dead homies everywhere on me, right? But get what do? I lost all them because of this shit right here, the struggle. But at the same time though, these niggas, man, see us doing this shit, we make it look real good. Right. Nigga, I walk out here right now and walk like a motherfucker, you hear me? I'm big homies, all type of shit. Them niggas love seeing me being big homie and all type of shit. They want to be big homie, right?
Yeah.
They want to be me, right?
Right.
Is
that a bad thing? If you getting into it, is that a bad thing for a younger homie to want to be a big homie?
I feel like nowadays that shit bad. Nigga, see, how I look at it now, is it like young niggas, like, you feel me? Because I'm a young nigga, you feel me? So like,
right.
We look at that shit like, nigga.
Cause I understand or want to join it, but like if you gonna join it, if you either gonna do it or you not gonna, you know what I'm talking about? You know, like is it wrong for somebody to get in it?
Watch this though. Yeah. I'm gonna say this right here. I love who I am. Right. I love what I am. Right. I love what I done for this hood. I'm gonna die for my hood and everything. Yeah. To the best job, but on Banner Hunters. I wanna lay on east side Banner Hunter Bloods. I'm gonna die for my shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it ain't the same, dude. Like, so now, hey, what niggas doing now? Nah. They get on the hood to be a big homie. They wanna be OG off the wing. They wanna get put down to be OG. Them niggas come to ask us, can they get on my hood? We never asked nobody to get on this hood, dude. Right. I was chose. I didn't choose the hood. You hear me? Thanks. I didn't choose Banner Hunter, dude. Banner Hunter chose me.